The insanity of this episode of Naruto Shippuden. Very, very action heavy. Definitely on that Dragon Ball Z. A lot of classic tropes of, like, the power-ups in this one. I mean, granted, it's been built up until this point, the history with the Sage and then meeting up with the Sage or whatever, but definitely a lot of the power-up stuff. Now, one of the things that's interesting is that the battle is almost in a way even, simply because Naruto and Sasuke each have half of the power, while Madara has the full power of the Sage. So it's basically sort of an even battle. You could argue that he's outnumbered because there's Naruto and Sasuke against one, but then he also has the Limbo. And I felt that the anime, opposed to the manga, is explaining things a lot better and a lot more clearer, so that way we can understand things better. Like when Madara absorbed the tree, even though, granted, the art and animation in this episode wasn't all that. I mean, the colors look pretty decent in some scenes, but for the most part, it wasn't like anything spectacular or anything. But it just really showcased things in a better way to make us understand. Like when he's absorbing the tree, it's like, oh, okay, so this is how he's getting the powers. And also, I guess for certain events, I won't spoil anything, but somewhat foreshadowing. So it just makes things feel a little bit better than what the manga did, as far as, again, just showing it all in vivid detail. I'm glad the episode didn't focus much more on the whole guy thing. I mean, alright, he's fucked up, he's almost dead, and I wish it would have just exactly had Naruto say, but it makes it more real because, like, Naruto and Sasuke in this episode in particular, they're using a lot of powers. Some of the stuff Sasuke is using is like, okay, you just got these powers, how you already understand them. But with the whole thing of Naruto healing Guy and saying, I quite don't understand it, but I feel like I could do many different things. So it makes it seem a little bit more, okay, he got these powers, he doesn't necessarily understand, but he still can use them. And with Sasuke, it's just kind of like, holy shit, he's already using the power from his Rinnegan, and granted, it's hype as fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's just like, this was that action that we've been waiting for, and it delivered in a couple different aspects. Because, I mean, you got Madara not holding back, using his Limbo, which, again, the manga Limbo, for a bit, I was a little bit confused with it. The anime made it feel a little more clear as well, because he kept on yelling out, Limbo! And it just made it feel like, oh shit, that's what he's been doing this entire time. Even back when Sasuke went up, which is foreshadowing, remember how Sasuke got stopped and stabbed in midair? Now it's understanding, and it's becoming more clear as well. And of course, playing over the nostalgia feels of like, oh shit, Naruto and Sasuke, and the line where he says, Sasuke, oh, I don't like taking orders from you or whatever, but fuck it, we gotta do it. The part with Kakashi getting his eye ripped out, couple different things about that. I mean, people are gonna say, and people have said, with the manga and whatnot, oh, so we're just fucking ripping eyeballs out now. Fuck it, why not, right? We're playing medical or whatever. But, I mean, if you really look back when Rin did it and took out Obito's eye and all that other stuff, if a 12-year-old or 14-year-old, however the hell old Rin was at the time, could do that, then the legendary Madara Uchiha, I'm sure, can do it as well. Granted, he's from a different time period. Who knows what their medical ninjutsu was like. But nonetheless, with all this power and knowledge he's obtained, I think he would be able to do the same type of medical ninjutsu as a little Genin, Chunin, whatever rank Rin was at the time. And honestly, again, this was just one of those episodes that, as a manga reader, I really was looking forward to. And it really was just action, fucking heavy action packed. Naruto and Sasuke working as a team, showcasing a little bit of the development. I think with what the Sage said to them or whatever, it showcased that at the very least they understood they need to work as a team. And even though Sasuke has his differences with Naruto and vice versa, Naruto's more like, it's kind of like what Kishimoto based it off of, Goku and Vegeta, how Naruto has no problem working with him, but, Sasuke with, his bitterness and whatnot. And for them to put it aside, that shows a little bit of growth in both of them, especially Sasuke. I mean, for him to actually team up with Naruto, the knucklehead that he kind of got a little bit butthurt over and shit like that, jealous and shit, for him to do that definitely showcases that he's grown quite a bit. Regardless of what comes after any of this, at the very least, he realized there's a threat. I want to take out this threat. I need to work as a team with him again. One of the things I felt, though, was kind of contradicted was when Obito had the power of the Ten Tails, it was pretty much, I think he wasn't able to, or he couldn't really do it, go back and forth between the dimensions because the Ten Tails power was so strong. In this episode, not only is Madara already the Sage of Six Paths, he has the Ten Tails beast inside of him, all this power, but he also absorbed the Divine Tree. So when he steals Kakashi's eye and he's able to, teleport and use Kamui to go back to the other dimension, it's kind of like, so Obito couldn't do it with just the power of the Ten Tails, but then you also have this weird fucking tree, which is probably even more powerful because he looks all souped up and shit like that. And he's able to go back and forth in a jiffy after just putting it in. That's something that kind of felt a little bit contradicting. I mean, granted, a lot of the times I think one of the things that Kishimoto based it off of it's Madara Uchiha. This motherfucker's a boss. Obito, while he had his strength or whatever, he wasn't like Madara Uchiha. Didn't have the knowledge, the experiences, and everything that Madara had. So you could argue that's why he's able to do it. Just Obito wasn't strong enough or didn't have the knowledge, and Madara does. And then the cliffhanger at the end of the episode, I mean, do you really? I don't know, just with the rod coming at Sakura. I remember when we were reading the manga and stuff like that, and I know I'm kind of going back and forth between talking about the manga and the anime, but a lot of people, and it's fucked up, were rooting for that fucking rod. I'm just saying. And I guess to a certain degree it also showcases the development Obito had. I mean, granted, he fucking started all this shit or whatever, but for him to say, just stab my fucking Rinnegan, do it now, shows that he's grown a bit. It's just way too late in the game for it, but he finally realized, I guess, right? And speaking of development, I think this episode, while it did have mostly action, it was showcasing some of the development and some of the growth from a lot of these different characters, going to Orochimaru when he basically said, Sasuke's wind is far greater than us, we're basically nothing to him at this point. It shows that not necessarily he'll stop chasing him, but he's realized Sasuke's on a whole different level than when he was trying to get him all these years. And Orochimaru, being the vague character that he is, us never understanding his true motives other than the fact of him chasing, you know, immortality to keep on knowing every ninjutsu around, he kind of sees at this point, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to get this Uchiha booty, bruh. And yeah, overall episode, very good stuff. I'd say anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9. The art and animation wasn't anything special. And again, some of the couple instances that I talked about, like kind of contradicting or whatever as far as him traveling back and forth using the Kamui, but it's Madara as the explanation for that. And I mean, Naruto and Sasuke's power-ups look dope as shit in this episode as well, them just going in. It just really felt like that classic shonen shit that regardless of what, yeah, some people might not like the power-ups or whatnot, but it worked very well with this one, and it just feels like an even match, even though Madara just fucking absorbed the tree. It's like, you're stronger? Okay, I got this power. I'm gonna make myself stronger. Well, we got this power, motherfucker. It's like, who the fuck can keep on getting the most powers? So yeah, very good stuff. Let me know what you thought of the episode. What did you think about Kakashi now having only one motherfucking eye? It's like, poor Kakashi, like, this dude, everything he's been through, and then now he gets his fucking good eye ripped out of him, so now he just has one eye left, like, damn, Kakashi. And what do you think about the battle between Naruto, Sasuke, and Madara? Another thing I felt they did good was the pacing in this episode as well. Very good stuff. A lot of things happened. The fight started. We saw their power-ups. We saw an explanation of Sasuke's powers from his Rinnegan. We got the whole Obito and Sakura scene at the end. Kakashi's eye. Just quite a few things happened in this episode. Any overall thoughts? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.